not allowed themselves to become engulfed in the mass of humanity who wants to cling together.
Totally engulfed. You're probably stuck in the Gulf.
All your clever words don't mean a thing.
You are a
No, you can't handle the
product of your background, which is basically no different from the media, from the crap that you hear on the media. That's what you
know nothing about my background.
It's incredible.
You know nothing about my background.
I do. I can hear it in every word you speak. It's like the Sun newspaper. And the Mirror, they're just as bad.
For start off, what do you know about my generation? For start off,
well, I think my father was born before yours.
So how could you tune into my mindset?
People like your father get their leg over when they're young.
Every age we know about
Mine
that.
waited until he was 30.
And that is why you don't know how to be young, because you're so busy trying to be every generation.
Nah, you don't know what you're on about.
You're just ignorant.
You are stuck in a scientific
Nobody who is not my age knows where I am coming from.
You know,
end of story.
You don't know what you're
not
on
even
about.
Another
You don't know science. You've got no. But you have no O levels. You don't even have
The country that I grew up with was a country of individuals, not a country of
Can you
people
roller
joined
skate?
at the hip.
Is there anything you can do except cooking and lying on your back saying, "Do it, baby"? Nothing.
Look, it's dirty on the outside, but it's really filthy on the inside.
The good thing about being dirty is you can enjoy your shower more.
There's a warning there.
The Nazis like showers, don't they?
Get the chip off your shoulder.
I don't have any
65 years since
I have no chip on my shoulder.
You always bring that in because that is your weapon. Don't bother
I
me.
don't have any weapons.
Then stop using the term.
I'm trying to communicate.
There have been plenty of tyrants since then. You're getting boring about that.
What do you mean? Oh yeah. Now a couple of people have just left you. All you do is you come here and you make people want to go away. That's it. Well done you. You're so brilliant.
People can do what they like. They're not accountable to me. You mind your own business.
You're boring.
Well, leave, you stupid little man.
She's into size and colour. Size, colour and gender.
Believe me, your physical stature has nothing to do with me calling you a little man.
I think it has, yeah.
Anybody who's trapped in their brain cells is automatically little because they can't live in the bigness
But you have to have brain cells to start with, yes?
To warn you to grow up and wake up.
And grow beer.
It's all about size.
Aren't you being elitist? She said you're very elitist. She's 55. And I'm not wise as you.
Hey, we're the same.
If you want to be joined at the hip with everybody else and afraid of being an individual, don't drag me
If I
down.
disagree with you, I'm joining at the hip. But if I agree with you,
If you want to be the lowest common denominator, then I'll look down on you for what you are.
then I'd be proud to be that lowest common denominator.
Yeah, and I'll be proud to be elitist.
I think you will.
Isn't it a joke? You go through life climbing the greasy pole of ambition, and yet when somebody directs it here in a different matter, you dare to call me elitist?
You don't know what you're on about.
You're so
How can you
sick and
be an
twisted.
elitist if you
You
don't know
stand
what
on
you're on
anybody
about?
to get your ambitions.
Really?
And the whole point is that the more you climb the ladder, the more elitist you
What
become.
ladder are we on that you're not on?
You're not on a ladder.
Agreed.
Like I said, you're the lowest common
We don't need a
denominator.
ladder.
So isn't community more important than individuality?
Well, what are you doing in England anyway?
Here we go. It's so low, isn't it? It's just so low.
I used to come to Speaker's Corner to hear different thoughts.
Where's the Speaker's Corner in Ireland?
Well, but there's a Speaker's Corner here, and the different thoughts aren't wrong.
No, I said, where's the Speaker's Corner in Ireland?
I don't know.
Yes, well, you're just another foreigner. Go and get one there.
You're right. I'm just a lowly Texan, and you are a great banana. Or what?
I'm an English woman in England.
You're
so mind your
not
manners.
English. Your eyes
you
are
tell me
so
my
Irish,
English,
it's not funny.
You come to England, you take the
It's true.
consequences.
Any English person knows an Irish eyes when
as
they
I say,
see
you
them.
are flawed.
And that's not racist. I think they're very beautiful.
So they on a
It's the mouth I have a problem with. It's an Irish eyes and some other sort of mouth. Probably from Londonderry. Oh yeah, licking
I admire your opinion. I think you're completely misguided.
I don't have an opinion.
She's a product of bigotry.
When I'm your age, maybe I'll be as wise.
It's got nothing to do with age.
That's quite obvious. You remind me of someone who isn't yet born, and and I'm not...
Plenty of young people who know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, they don't. No one knows what you're talking.
All right, you'd like to think that. You'd like to think it's you against me. It doesn't work that way. Everyone's an individual taking in what they're hearing through the spirit that's either active or dormant.
I think when people
and those who have got a spirit that's alive, no matter where in the world they're from, they know what I'm talking about. So don't you assume that you're all the same. Don't you assume that you're all the same. There's no group mentality. There is no group mentality. If you want to give your mind away so you can belong to everybody else, you bear the responsibility. But you can never ever stop anybody else who desires to be an individual to be that individual.
That's true, that's true.
And I talk to individuals.
Yeah, because you're dying to be
because it's individuals who, guess what, will listen.
When they express their individuality,
that's the telling point. Individuals listen. Tediously boring year after year.
No, I know. You've never met an individual. This is so obvious. Everyone sees it. Well, not everyone, but most of us see it. Anyone knows who talks crap.
Oh, don't sound like one of the people. That's the last thing you are. Let anybody argue with you and you're poison.
Well, you know, I don't see myself
it's seen in action week by week. The camaraderie is all one front. You step across, you get across him and he is nasty.
Nothing nasty about me at all.
Oh, really? Yeah, you poke him in the right way.
I've heard individual thoughts.
Yeah, well, I think if you poke someone, they might just get a bit nasty. There's some psychiatrist employed by the Times newspaper when it was bought by Rupert Murdoch said that Saddam Hussein, this was supposed to be a professional study, Saddam Hussein could be a bit nasty when he's in the corner. Well, anyone will be nasty when they're in the corner. Even the most beautiful human being on earth. All you have to do is watch Big Brother to know that. And you watch...
That really is hitting the bottom watching these reality.
No, this is called intellect. It's called intellect. It's something that
intellect. It's called a fly on the wall. And if you want to be flies, then that's fine. If somebody swats you, that's fine.
I didn't say Big Brother was intellect. I'm saying that is what happens.
To even use it in conversation.
It's the opposite of intellect. Intellect is going for a walk along a beautiful path by the sea. You
see, again, spirituality gives discernment. And if your spirit is alive, you will not allow yourself to be dragged down by the things that you are confronted with.
Yeah, but there's no logic in what you're saying.
Hey, shut up. You don't know.
Hey, we've got another crazy person.
Hey, leave that Christian woman alone.
Shut up.
Come on in.
Come on, darling. Shut up. They're idiots.
Calm down, man. Leave her alone.
They don't know what free speech is. They all come here because there's no free speech in their country.
There we go, Diana's sister. Diana's sister.
The psychiatrist told them.
Yeah, exactly. They should be in a mental.
Why are you so obsessed with psychiatry? Because it's a field you know well about.
Because I can't see how else you can be here for 20 years. I mean, most people would go home.
It's not a field I know anything about. That's why it's not in my
20 years she used to be born again Christian.
Why do you keep using it?
But
remember,
it's the same phenomenon.
No, it's not.
I used to be all screwed up on the Lord.
The last 5 years something happened.
Now I've found the universal God.
Yeah, the last 5 years something happened.
Anybody who seeks truth will not remain with religion. Because religion is a kind of tyranny. It says, believe what we tell you according to the books, according to the hierarchy. Truth is not found on the earth, it is a quest. And once you get that desire for the quest of truth, you will not be willing to conform to religion. That is the telling times that we are living in now. You can tell the non-spiritual people because they see religion as spiritual. Religion is just another form of slavery. The only true freedom is the freedom of discovery as you walk through life, knowing that truth is not on this earth, but you can know as much of it as you choose to while you're here.
Yeah, but you're telling us to stay home. You have no right to walk to somebody else in.
Because truth
we need to discover other people.
No, truth is given conditionally according to the ways of the Creator.
Oh my God!
Who gets this illegal?
It's the Creator, darling.
Look around you, there are laws in creation. Man is bound by the same laws. The difference is man says, don't want those laws, get rid of them. And as soon as man does that, he will not get truth. He will get perversion disguised as truth. You can only get truth when you're willing to acknowledge the truth that is the Creator is sovereign. And in walking in that truth, you walk in the truth of that sovereignty. There is order in this creation, and it will not be allowed to be destroyed by the powers of chaos, whether they're little people or big people or anything else.
Excuse me, but chaos
Going in. Oh, stay away from her. Stay away from her.
You haven't changed the law.
Well, don't let me keep you, you stupid man.
It's something important.
Diana, he just came back from Morocco. He didn't like it over there.
Where's the Algerian? No, I come to take it with me.
Don't play against me.
What game?
Grow up, or you get your silly cap off.
I don't play a game with women. I do with the women.
Look, tell somebody who's interested. You know, find someone who actually wants to talk to you, who actually wants to listen to you.
You still young? Are you single?
Just because I come to Speaker's Corner doesn't mean I'm subject to being put upon by sad, lonely nobody.
Don't you want to get married?
No, she doesn't want to get married.
Happiness
Especially to you.
Happiness is in the bedroom, not in Speaker's Corner. Well, it's fine.
How long have you been standing there? To challenge them to look up and see what a glorious world they're part of. And it's far from just being visible. And to start growing accordingly and stop being trapped in their bodies and their minds. Because time is being taken from us. Time is a gift given. We should know that by life and death.
body experience.
Not one of us knows how much time we are given to walk this earth. We are not in control of it. And surely the sensible thing is to value the time while it's there. And you're not doing that, you're squandering it with the assumption that you can take life on your own terms. It's not even sensible. All around you, you're confronted with death in small numbers, in every shape and form, and still people persist in believing that they are different and they can have life on their terms. I'm challenging you to remember, we're all here under the same conditions, and we didn't make them.
No, we are not the same.
Politicians didn't make them. Religions didn't make them. The financial people didn't make them.
Are you elected?
The human condition has got nothing to do with what we have, what we do. It's about who we are. Human beings.
There we go.
Whether we're rich or whether we're poor.
Oh, you're carrying that human
And we
being.
are challenged to live life accordingly.
Are you the same as the Chinese? You see, we are the same.
You don't describe how, you describe what. You never know how. So how do we become like you?
You can't become like me. You're a unique individual. That's the greatest challenge. People are terrified of being true to themselves.
Of course, you are a
And that's
woman,
why
he's
you're
a
no
man.
good to the
You
world.
talk in circles.
Why you didn't choose the other corner? Like the previous week?
It's too cold over there. Usually we are talking our body. Can you explain that?
You're mad.
How do we do what you say?
Need help.
You talk a lot about what? You don't talk anything about how. You just
No, because there is no how-to manual. You've been going through the last decades looking for someone to write a book. I'm taking the books away and saying, Almighty God's never written a book. It's your life. You make your way through it. Because if you don't even try, then that life will be taken from you because you're not capable or worthy of having it. We come in alone, we're going out alone.
We are not going out alone. There is 20 wives in heaven.
Can we disagree with women?
Shut up, I'm talking to you. The only way you can shout in my ear is to get my attention, and it shows how low you are. I'm trying to talk to him. Have some manners.
If you need a stick, I will give it to you so you can beat it.
I said have some manners.
I know what your God is. Your God is money. Yeah, your God is money.
Look, shut up, I'm talking to him.
Shut up, she's talking to
You are
them.
rubbish. You are rubbish.
I am a rubbish collector. Can I collect you, please?
I don't know where you've been, but I wish you'd go back there. Yeah, well, guess who hasn't missed you? Me.
Why don't you go on holiday? Do you want to come with me? I will buy you the ticket, just come.
I don't believe that God Almighty God has given us a book. Do you believe He's given us a personal example?
Listen. I would say, and I want to address that, right throughout history, every individual has the challenge of seeking the light and walking in the highest and the best. And in doing that, the more they can recognize the character of the Creator. Right. Now, taking from that, I would say to you, what I know most about is Jesus, right? But I will not say that He is God in the flesh. He is an example of how we can live. And anybody who reads His life, as depicted by those who claim to have lived in His time, will find things in their lives that will be challenged by the words of Jesus. It doesn't make Him God. It doesn't make you a Christian.